You guys, I have now been at my job for 1 month, and I can't tell you how happy I am still to be there. This is not something that I expected. I thought that, I was thrilled at the beginning. I was at this great place that I've always wanted to work, and I was in a department that would really be well suited to my personal interests. But eventually, all of that would sort of simmer down. I would still be happy, but I would be more used to it and less surprised at how much I love it. Well, 1 month later, 1 month into the job, I am even more grateful than I was when I started. The environment that you're in every day is so important to your overall well-being. And I knew that, but I didn't realize the extent of it until I started this job. This morning, I had a meeting. It was my first meeting in this department, in this job. And I hate meetings. I loathe meetings. I fear meetings. I would even go so far as to say that I fear them. But I didn't realize until now that that's only the case if I'm not comfortable in my environment. So today was my first faculty meeting. I was presenting the budget picture for my department using a spreadsheet that I made with the data on the new financial software system that I have been trained on. Not the same as ASU. It's sort of similar to Advantage, but it's not Advantage. Everything is on PeopleSoft. The two financial systems, which are sister systems, plus the SIS and the HRMS and the Boxy reports, which I don't think ASU uses. And when I receive my P card, that reconciliation process will also be online on the software in PeopleSoft. So most of this is new to me, not in concept, but in application. And I have been having so much fun with it. This is so weird. I really feel like I'm on another planet. So yesterday I prepared my data for my presentation this morning, and I was so excited, and I woke up and I was happy, and I wanted to get to work early. And I went to the meeting, and it was great. I felt so comfortable. You just don't know what you can do until you are in a supportive, warm place. That's all I have to say about that. The World Languages Department at Mesa Community College is amazing. Mesa Community College itself is amazing. This is not an exaggeration. It just is fact. I am also happy because my cat, Frankie, is on the upswing. He's been very, very sick in the last 2 weeks with a complication of his kidney failure. His kidney failure is a disease that's terminal, but he can live, maybe 5 years longer if things go well. So we keep telling him, okay, Frank, you're on the 5-year plan. Well, he developed a horrible infection in the last 2 weeks, and it was a UTI, a urinary tract infection that went up into his kidneys, and his doctor said this is common with kidney patients. It's not due to anything in his environment. So he was immediately hospitalized and hooked up to machines again and everything. It was horrible. And since we brought him home, we've mostly been devastated because he has been so sick from all these drugs that he's taking now to get rid of the infection. He's basically on, he's on a couple of antibiotics, and he's on his aluminum hydroxide, his phosphorate binders, and we're giving him his fluids, his subcutaneous fluids every day now. He gets 150 milligrams every day. The fluids are from a bag. It looks like an IV bag, and the needle looks like an IV needle, but the needle just goes under his skin, not into a vein. So, but he's okay with that. He actually is okay with that because he feels very snuggled when we're giving him that treatment. I warm up his bag to his body temperature, and it just feels good to him to be, snuggled and have this nice warm liquid going into him. He's so dehydrated from this disease. But all these strong medications he's on have been making him really, really sick and really depressed, and he has not been able to eat. So it's been touch and go. We've done a lot of, crying, and it's been horrible. And the last few days we've had to force feed him, which really isn't as bad as it sounds. He's not rejecting or resisting the food. He's not throwing it up. He's not choking on it. But it's force feeding because it's the only way we can get calories in him. So it's a special food that you insert into his throat with a special syringe. This has been breaking my heart. I mean, the whole thing has been breaking my heart. Yesterday, finally, we agreed to put him on an appetite stimulant. And I was reluctant to do this at first because I thought one more medication is just not right. But the vet finally said, if he doesn't get enough calories, and force feeding him will not give him enough calories, then his liver will become involved in his complications, and then he'll have even less of a chance. So we decided that the appetite stimulant would be the less of all the evils. We put him on that. Yesterday we had to force feed him again last night, and today he's doing so much better. It turns out this medication is really an antidepressant for kitties that has the side effect of improving their appetite. So he's perked up, he's up and around, he's eating, and I really feel like now he's on his way to being stabilized again. So it's been a strange contradiction in my life to be at work and be thrilled and happy and comfortable and involved and positive and confident, and then come home and be completely devastated because my kitty is curled up in a corner, more dead than alive. So it's been difficult. Now today, I really feel happy in every situation, for everything in my life. I'm really grateful. I'm grateful for this job. I'm grateful that my kitty is doing better. And it's just, I'm having these residual effects from my car accident, and it means absolutely nothing. I don't care. I just don't care. You really know what's important in life once you find yourself where you should be. And those beings who matter to you the most are doing well. So they should be givens, but these kinds of reminders are really awesome. Other than that, I don't have anything to add to that. I don't know what I can add to that. I can add to that I'm not wearing a football t-shirt today. I'm wearing what I wore to work. And what I wore to work is this kind of stripy thing with I guess you can't really see it because this image is probably really blurry. But anyway, yeah. So I know you're all terribly disappointed, but no football shirt today. Well, I can't stop smiling. I wish I could bring Frankie and show you how well he is. Wait, I'll go get him. Okay, never mind. He's sleeping soundly on the kitchen chair. So anyway, you'll have to take my word for it. He is happy. He's well. And maybe the next time I do a video blog, I will have him on my lap. Have a good weekend.